was, of course, a song from Deliverance called Dueling Banjos. Now, that song was originally written and recorded in the 40s or 50s in Nashville as a bluegrass song called Feuding Banjos. But, of course, for the movie, they took the country boy banjo picker and the city slicker guitar player, and they put that in a movie called Deliverance, which set us back about 50 years socially here in the South. But my dad's cousin, old cousin Pete, he lived up in Blairsville, Georgia, when they made that movie. Well, he had some folks he knew, and he found out exactly where they were filming. Well, of course, in that time, Burt Reynolds was the dude. If you met Burt Reynolds, you met somebody back then.
That's right.
So he nailed around, found out where they were filming, and went and met Burt Reynolds, got to watch him film some of the river scenes. He doesn't remember anything about the teeth, but we'll get that. He called my dad up the next day. He said, "It's great. They're making a movie about us up here in the mountains." Then he went and seen it at the theater. He said, "Wait a minute. That ain't the way we are." But anyway, going from movies to television, I didn't watch a whole lot of television when I was growing up, but I did have 3 favorite shows. One of my favorites, here's the theme to, see if y'all remember what this one was from.
Of course.
Oh, that is Black Gold, Texas Tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Kin folks say, "Jed, move away from there." Said California is the place you ought to be, so they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars, cement ponds. Y'all come back now, you hear? Alright, another TV show I watched too much of. Don't have a whole lot to do with bluegrass music, but it was Johnny and Roy on Squad 51, an old emergency. Well, what that did for me is I got so hooked on fire department. Last year I retired from the Cobb County, Georgia Fire Department after a total of 33 years service.
Wow.
And it's my wife says it kills her. I was the little boy that never had to grow up. I played on fire trucks for 33 years, and now here I am playing on the train.
Well, that's it.
All right, the last song we're going to play from TV shows. Y'all might remember one of the better ones. Had Grandpa Jones, Buck Owens, Junior, BR, 549 examples, and it was Hee Haw. So we're going to give a little local salute to a local community here, Hee Haw style. Dang-a-lang-dang, dang-a-lang, dang-a-lang-dang, 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 dang-a-lang, dang-a-lang-dang, dang-a-lang-dang. Hee Haw salutes Farner, Tennessee. Population 243 and a half. Salute! Alright. Now then, one of the things I love about living in Tennessee is when we first moved here, I was used to having to make choices. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia suburbs for a while, lived down in the middle of Georgia with my grandma and granddaddy for a while. And there in Georgia, come fall, you have to make a choice between the University of Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Well, then I moved to Birmingham, Alabama for a while, and I learned the word fan is just short for fanatic, and you have to choose between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn War Eagles. Well, then I moved to Cleveland, Tennessee in 2001, and I got to looking, and all I saw was big orange tees, and I said, well, where's their other team? So one of our deacons, we joined the Waterville Baptist Church, Deacon Rick Owenby, he come out in his car after we joined, gave us 2 orange t-shirts with big white T's on them. Said, congratulations, you're Tennessee fans now. I said, well, is there any other school in the state? Oh, no, not one you need to worry about. Well, I heard there was one in Nashville, Vanda something or other. But you don't see people painting their cars and trucks and houses and dogs and cats, those school colors, do you? So I figured it's time to be a Tennessee fan. So I said, well, young man, if you play the banjo, there's a song you have to learn if you're going to be a Tennessee fan.
Oh, here we go.
That song is Rocky Top. bad string here. Bad string. There we go. I bet we found a tree the hard way if we're backing up.
Found a tree the hard way?
Yeah. Well, no.
A tree is across the track?
I don't know. We're backing up a lot further than normal. Well, he might have seen something to go back and get.
Might have seen a bear or something.
I don't know.
Well, now you're riding backwards in this for a little while. I don't know what he's saying.
Well, we'll enjoy the ride backwards for a little while.
I guess.
When I was growing up, aside not from watching too much TV, I spent a lot of time down at my grandma's and granddaddy's.
Tell us about it.
My grandma and granddaddy lived down in middle Georgia, a little community called High Falls. And every Sunday morning, my grandma would get up at crack of dawn, 5:30, and I never understood. She'd start fixing Sunday dinner at 5:30 in the morning. And then she'd start breakfast. So,
I was thinking the same
High
thing.
Falls Congregation of Methodists. My grandma and all her friends would sit up there in the choir loft, and couldn't many of them hold a tune in a bucket. But when they sang one particular song, it still sounds like angels singing to me to this day. So if you know the words to I'll Fly Away,
Let's go.
sing along with me. Mr. PW here. Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. Y'all outsang the other car up there.
Oh. We're good.
You probably told them the same thing.
No, like I said, let's see how this car's going to do if they can beat you.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a bit of a clarification. The reason the train backed up a bit was our engineer just wanted to check and make sure that the brakes were set on those freight cars on the right side of the train.
Yeah.
And just wanted to give him an eyeball inspection, and he did that and was satisfied, so we're heading back home.
The engineer is also the boss on this railroad.
I see.
Y'all got the guy with the most seniority. That's
Well,
what
we
we're doing.
appreciate
We're
it.
a little bit ahead of the guy being the boss.
There you go.
That's that, we're a little bit ahead of schedule. Wrong.
Yeah, him, yeah. We had one train leave out a little late. We had to wait for a charter bus, and all the people were worried. We're going to be on time? Yeah, Mike's driving, don't worry. You'll be fine. All righty, well, let's go see. Very much. See you.